Hey.
Yumi sent me a great picture of the two of you.
Oh yeah, she's nuts about those booths. Every time I visit her place, we go at least once.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Locked. Locked. It's teacher time. It's really late. I should get to bed.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Did you want to run the Ryukon when you were a girl?
No, not at all. I wanted to travel.
What happened?
I fell in love with the Ryukon, the guests, the seasons. I realized that I wanted to take care of it. I wanted my daughters to have the chance to know it here.
Daughters? Kasumi had a sister?
No,
I don't understand.
my youngest. She met some man from overseas. She never has visited. Says it's too far. Wants me to visit. She knows I can't leave here. She did not even come home for the funeral.
Do you believe that people have a sense of what's to come?
You probably think I'm silly, but I do.
Did Kasumi believe this?
Why do you ask?
Was she worried about things before the accident?
I'm sorry. I must prepare. I have more lessons.
Nancy, what's up?
I got a great picture of you from Yumi, Bess.
Thanks. Yumi really seems to love those machines.
I wonder why she keeps sending me these pictures.
I don't know. Maybe it's just her way of being friendly?
I saw something really crazy at Yumi's apartment.
What's that?
One of the windows started to fill up with writing.
What did it say?
I know your secret, Yumi. See you soon.
Ugh, the last thing I saw written on a window said, sail. You should get on board with my lifestyle. Way less stressful.
The strange thing is, this is the first time that something creepy has happened outside of the ryokan.
What do you think that means?
I wish I knew. I'll let you get back to work.
Bye, Nancy.
Oh, hi, Nancy. How's it going?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Bye, Nancy. Hello.
Bye.
Bye now.
I need a key to open this door. hidden compartment. Who would hide something here? Oh no! I'd better find a way to cut these cords in half, and fast! Still have to do that. Did that. Check. The joint near the elbow looks a lot like what Rentaro was working on in his shed. Did that. Still have to do that.
Hi!
I know who's behind everything. It's Rentaro, and that fake ghost of his almost drowned me.
Oh no! I'm glad you're okay.
Where's Rentaro now?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to track him down and find out what his problem is.
Be careful, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bye, Nancy.
Savannah here.
Whatever's going on here is definitely a hoax.
What makes you so sure?
The ghost I've been seeing this whole time, it's just a puppet.
I don't know if I should be relieved or disappointed. I thought this one was for real.
What do you mean?
Whenever I see something I don't understand, I need to figure it out.
I know exactly what you mean.
But a little mystery in life, well, that's what makes life worth a living, I think. When I was a little girl coming up in Georgia, I remember those long nights when wicked old fall storms would blow into town. I'd sit awake in my bed, too afraid to sleep. The lightning would be turning the tree branches into the most terrible monsters you can imagine. And just as soon as I was sure they were going to break through the windows and steal me away, I'd holler out for my daddy to come in and chase them away. But when he'd show me it was just the trees and the lightning, sure, I'd feel safe, but part of me would feel like a little bit of magic had disappeared from my life forever. I guess that's how I feel now. Nancy, you did a nice job over there. You should be real proud of yourself. Whatever comes next, I think if anyone can handle it, it's you.
I should go.
Talk to you soon.
Still have to do that.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Did you know about Kasumi's will?
She did not have a will. She was too young.
She did. I found it.
No, you don't understand what you found. Whatever that says, she didn't mean it.
She told you what she wanted, didn't she? And you ignored it.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. You didn't tell the girls what their mother really wanted because you're afraid of losing the Ryukon. You made up all of this ghost business to scare the girls into doing what you want.
Stop! Stop! You're wrong.
I don't buy it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Try me.
I can't lose them too.
There's no guaranteeing that they'll leave if they know the truth.
Yes, there is. There is too much sadness for them here. They've forgotten about how things used to be before she died. They've forgotten about how this used to be our home.
But why would you fake these hauntings if you want them to stay?
I would never do that.
I think maybe I jumped to a decision too quickly.
I know you mean well, Nancy-san. You can't help us here. But thank you for trying.
What really happened to Kasumi? I need to know.
The police said it was an accident. It wasn't an accident.
What did happen?
It was my job to take care of the bass. I was supposed to be there. She was supposed to be meeting with that pen pal friend of hers downtown. She was so excited to go. I should have let her go. I should have taken care of everything myself. But I didn't want to. I didn't like her going into the city. I didn't like that pen pal of hers, always getting her so wound up about leaving here. So, I played sick so she couldn't go.
I don't understand.
The pool ledges are very slippery. You must know where to walk. There was a reason I never let her do that part. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was too selfish. She drowned that night in the baths. It should have been me down there. And she knows that.
You can't blame yourself for that.
You don't understand.
I do. Accidents happen. As much as we wish they didn't, you can't keep everyone safe, no matter how hard you try.
It is different for a parent, Nancy-san.
Miwako and Yumi blame themselves, too. If you can't let Kasumi go, how will you be able to help the girls?
I don't know if I can do that.
Did that.
No, not quite right.
This must be the recorder Rintaro was talking about earlier. I'll take this and leave the other one here. I should translate this and figure out what he's up to. Check. What are you doing in here? You're the one trying to scare everyone away, aren't you?
No, Nancy. I'm not trying to scare everyone away. I am scaring everyone away. The ryokan needs to close down.
But why would you want to close this place down?
Look around you. Does this look like a good place? Everyone can sense it immediately, and it makes them leave. Everyone but you. But when I tell Miwako that you're here to collect info for Savannah's next book, you'll be out of here too.
I've got to find a way to keep him from escaping. Not so fast. I've got to find a way to convince everyone about Rintaro, quickly. I don't get it. You're the one who told me the ghosts aren't real.
No one usually listens to that line because they want to believe in the ghosts. I didn't start that. They did. They wanted a show, and I gave it to them, because enough with them, and enough of this place. I asked Miwako to leave. I even left myself.
Why did you come back?
I can't leave Miwako here alone. I need to convince her to leave or close this place down. It doesn't matter to me. But you, it's time that you leave. Now.
Look familiar? It's been on this whole time. I just push this button and I'll send everything you said to every voicemail box in the place.
No. Don't.
Why shouldn't I, after everything you've done? Your ghost almost drowned me.
I really screwed up here. Let me be the one to tell her. If I do, she might forgive me. Eventually.
Not a chance, Rentaro.
All right. I don't want to be here when you tell her.
Dear Hannah, Rentaro left and never returned to the ryokan. To this day, no one knows where he went. When I told Miwako and Takai what he'd been up to, they were furious and relieved. After living in the shadow of Rentaro's hauntings for so long, they were finally able to feel at home again in the ryokan. Once the girls found out Kasumi's true wishes, everyone agreed that the ryokan should be passed on to Miwako. Miwako accepted the position. As the official owner, she started to really enjoy her work, and it shows. Now that there's no pressure to take over the family business, Yumi's been spending more time at the inn. She's even agreed to expand her business to include catering to the ryokan. Thanks to Yumi's incessant pushing, Miwako finally agreed to spend a little time in the city. From the looks of it, she had a great time. No longer worried about losing the ryokan, Takai is finding herself busier than ever. Her classes in the traditional arts are booked for months in advance. She said she'd always fit me in for a calligraphy lesson, even if it may be a bit of a lost cause. From what I hear, the ryokan's no longer the creepy place I remember. Customers are returning with a vengeance. Guess that means it'll be harder for me to get reservations next time I visit. As for me, I finally got to spend some time in the town with Bess and George, and it was worth the wait. From the boutiques to the traditional cultural exhibits throughout the city, I don't think we've ever had so much fun on a trip. See you soon. Love, Nancy. Residents of a German castle are being terrorized by a fearsome creature, and it's up to me to crack the case. Once I arrive at the castle, I begin to suspect that there may be more to this monster story than just superstition. As monster sightings become more frequent and creepy signs begin appearing, I find myself in danger of becoming the monster's next victim. Join me as I try to solve the case without becoming another entry in the castle's long and grisly history. In my next adventure, The Captive Curse.
Suki, tete.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna stop this one.
Suki, tete.